Today I fucked up by putting my boss in the hospital. I'm typing this from home as my work unexpectedly received a half day for my antics. So my boss and I have been having a little prank war. Nothing extravagant, nothing harmful, just fun little office pranks to keep spirits up. I work in corporate insurance, so most of my day is spent behind a desk and it gets very boring at times. Well, my boss pranked me good last week with the help of an IT guy that sent an email which the font size in the email slowly decreased, and then all of a sudden a picture of a baboon's ass popped up with a farting noise, which my boss made sure the sound was all the way up on my little desk speakers. Scared the crap out of me and made my co-workers laugh. Anyway, I'm thinking I got to get him back. My buddy works on the same floor but has permission to come in a little earlier as he is in management and starts his projects before my co-workers come in. I go in early with him and let him know my plan. So I brought a spider and some fishing line. The spider was a realistic looking model that I tied to the fishing line and placed above his desk on the ceiling, running the line with some cables on the ground and then behind a picture on the wall. The office ceiling is a brown/black color, so unless you really look hard you're not going to notice the spider. I waited until after lunch to spring my trap. I walked into his office. "What's up, boss, blah blah blah." He's sitting at his desk, prime position for a spider drop down. So I go to tie my shoe and unhook the fishing line that I taped to the leg of his desk. I started lowering the spider. Eventually the spider comes down and touches his nose. He starts freaking out and falls out of his chair, clutching his chest, gasping for air. I just kinda stood there in shock like shit. Anyway, paramedics come, my other manager releases us for the day, and here I am, realizing I might have just killed my boss. Dr. Prank on boss went wrong, surprised him and he had a heart attack. Now he's in the hospital and I don't know his condition at the moment. I shouldn't have laughed but I did. Then you'll love the update. You will not die. Stanley, Barack is president. Finally a non-sexual and real today I fucked up, and most importantly, it is actually a fuck up. Also this is very funny. You need permission to come in early? Seems so. Just thought of Dwight and his fire alarm thing. Today I fucked up by asking a co-worker going through an emotional and unpleasant divorce if she wanted to date. I am the manager at a local coffee shop. A new employee that normally worked at a different location was covering a shift for someone at my store. I reached out to her usual manager to ask if there was anything I needed to know about her before we were to work together. The only thing her manager told me was that she was a good employee and that she was going through an awful divorce and sometimes needed emotional breaks. Fast forward and we are working together. I am making drinks and she is taking orders. Everything is going fine. She takes an order and puts the cup down and tells me it's a latte, straight up, to imply no flavoring. I repeated it back, straight up? She replies, straight up. Reply, now tell me, is it gonna be you and me together? Finishing the lyric to the song Straight Up by Paula Abdul. It became clear by the immediate change in the look on her face that she was not familiar with the song and took it as me hitting on her. I was mortified and had to explain that I was referencing a song. We finished our shift together and everything was fine, but that one moment crushed me. Too long didn't read. I made a lyrical reference to a popular song that a co-worker was unfamiliar with and she thought I was hitting on her. Next stop, HR. R/fucky mold. She's too young for you, bro. Fuck I mold. When you're a little damp from the rain and discover what happens the next day, frown. If you recite lyrics from an 80s top 10 commercial song and people don't get it, you just showed your age. Also, you have now become that harmless old guy at work nobody understands, but tolerates you anyways. Good luck. Well, the sentence implies a lot. If you had said that in a sing-songy tone she would probably have figured it was lyrics from some song, right? Like if I walk into my office and repeat kill people, burn shit, fuck school. I feel like my co-workers may not appreciate the great Tyler, the Creator lyric. Oh no. Today I fucked up by accidentally finding out my mom is gay. So this happened about 9 years ago when I, 23F, was in the 9th grade. Like most other 14-year-olds, I had been looking forward to take your kid to work day since I started high school, and the day had finally come. After painstakingly straightening my hair and getting into my best value village business chic outfit, I went with my mother to her office job, expecting a day of fun and excitement, and was deeply disappointed to find out that office jobs are not particularly thrilling. At around noon, my mom briefly left her desk to go grab us some food, so like any other 14-year-old girl who's feeling pretty cute in a new outfit, I swiped her cell phone off her desk to take some cute selfies. I had a flip phone and she had an iPhone for work, so the quality was significantly better on her phone. Right as I was about to start snapping pics, I noticed something odd about the thumbnail pic in the bottom of the screen of her latest image. I opened the image and lo and behold, it is the most uncomfortably posed low-angle tilted-up picture of a middle-aged boob that I have ever seen. The nipple was aggressively pointed at the camera, and from the angle all I could see was tit, double chin, and face. I immediately see that this isn't just any boob. This is a boob that is attached to my mother's best friend. To give some background, my family was raised extremely Christian, the kind where gay is not okay. Don't worry, I have long since abandoned that religion. This best friend of hers was a fairly new friend who wasn't religious, so I had always been wary of her, and instantly connected the dots. My mom is gay, lying about it, and in a secret relationship with her so-called best friend who spends every weekend with her. I experienced a full-blown identity crisis in about 15 seconds. For a little Christian kid like myself, this felt like the end of the damn world. Not only did I have to have my world explode and put itself back together before my mom returned about 2 minutes later, but I then had to spend the rest of the entire day pretending to pay attention to menial office tasks a foot away from my mom. At the end of the day, I kept my mom's secret from her and the rest of my family until she finally came out of the closet 2 years later. A year or two ago I told my mom this story, much to her humiliation, and we just about died laughing together about it. Her and her partner have now been together for a happy 11 years, and I'm eternally grateful for my mom's part in making me realize that the religion I was a part of was awful and intolerant. Also, I learned a valuable lesson about snooping around on my mom's phone, and I sure can't complain that I had a boring day at my mom's office. Too long didn't read, I accidentally saw a picture of my mother's secret gay lover's boob on her cell phone on Take Your Kid to Work Day and had my whole damn world shook. No, F you. You did absolutely the right thing by keeping it to yourself until the time was right. Oh, I agree with that. The fuck up was probably taking my mom's phone without asking. Rocked my little 14-year-old world. Saw some pics of my dad on my dad's computer when I was about that age, and that shit haunts you. It haunts you. So out of curiosity, with this super strict hardcore Christian upbringing, where was dad? He and my mom split when I was 6. He's actually still a member of that religion and was even more shocked than I was to find out about all of this, lol. Christ, love your fellow human. _ takes a look over to the Christian USA _ Christ, did I fucking stutter? Jesus was a dark-skinned leftist that hung out with the dregs of society. If he showed up today preaching the exact same message, he'd be laughed out of most churches. You sound like an ex-Jew. Bingo.